Hi, in this short video, we're going to look at OSPF v2 passive interfaces. So by default, OSPF sends out messages on all OSPF enabled interfaces, whatever network statements we use or wherever we configured OSPF on that interface. Okay, that's whether or not there's any neighbors out there or not. Okay, so to configure, what if we have interfaces where we don't have any neighbors? We don't need to form an adjacency, but we want to continue to advertise that network. So we need to keep the network statement or need to still have OSPF enabled on the interface. So what we do is we just include another command, passive interface, and then the interface itself or interfaces that we want to be passive. Okay, but we must still include that network statement. Okay, so we can verify it. We do show IP protocols section passive. It will just show us the section with the passive interfaces. So on R1, we see that we have a passive interface, gig00 that we configured, and R2, the same gig00 interface. Okay, here on R3, we're going to do a little different. We're going to say passive interface default. That makes all of our interfaces passive, which is obviously not what we want because we have two serial interfaces there that we have neighbor adjacencies. But this would work if you had the majority of your interfaces as passive, like a large number of local area networks, a lot of interfaces just with LANs with no adjacent router on those local area networks. So you can say passive interface default, and then what you do is you go and you specify those interfaces that are not passive. So here we do no passive interface serial 000 and no passive interface serial 001. Okay, really it's that simple. All right, and that does it for passive interfaces.